Planet Zoo has a lot of mods. In fact, they actually have a ton of mods. They have over 800 mods. But today, I'm just going to give you guys 5 mods today. 5 of the most useful mods for Planet Zoo. No, I know we've been covering, mod showcases every single week for about a year, but I just wanted to reel it back and get back to what really can help you improve your Planet Zoo experience. All of these mods will not affect anybody else's game, so you could use these while not fearing if the project would break in between you and another person, or if you put it on the workshop. These are all client-end mods that will help to improve your Planet Zoo experience for the better. Today, we're actually going to start off with number 5, the Path Replacement Pack. While not really anything too much right now, this pack I release as specifically to make all the paths in Planet Zoo useful. Now, a lot of the people have really expressed their disconcern about the aquatic path not really being useful, except it has one of the most useful fences in the game, as you can see pictured right here. These fences are extremely useful, especially in higher end zoos, and I really want to make sure that people all across the Planet Zoo community could have access to what was previously a very niche and very isolated mod, not even released publicly on Nexus. So this pack will go through all the useless kind of Planet Zoo paths and such like that, as a way to give you a lot more diverse paths, a lot more realistic paths. Moving on from there, I also have Better First Person Mode by Kaidenic. This one allows you to go into Tegid Cam like that. Only by hitting Control and X, it allows you to zoom right into first person mode without any problems, without needing to rename any staff member. This is extremely useful when you don't want to constantly rename the same staff member to get a good perspective of what you're building from the guest perspective, or even from the animal perspective. It's a really easy mod to download and install, and it's easily one of the most useful ones that I use every single time I boot up Planet Zoo. Another mod that I have on here is Planet Zoo Plus. Now, a lot of people love Planet Zoo Plus. In case if you don't already know about it, Planet Zoo Plus changes the entire game. In fact, it actually fixes the entire game. A lot of the changes kind of concern plants for all animals, making sure the animals are able to be okay with various amounts of vegetation in there. One of the other big changes is allowing for you to change transport rides so that you could edit them on all angles, X, Y, and Z, which even allows for roller coasters. It unhinges the speeds as well. It's a very fun tool that I suggest you guys even just check out just once. It's pretty fun. It also changes some of the animals to be a lot more realistically sized, be it the American bison, Bactrian camel, Indian elephant, Malayan tapir. They all have their sizes bumped up, and even those giant Galapagos tortoises, so they look even better. You also have a lot of different things with new quote-unquote props to the game. While these guys will not crash anyone else's games, it's a really awesome way to integrate some awesome props into the game. These are the Toxic Waste Barrel, as well as the Zen Pebbles, which are actually a beta item that was ultimately scrapped. These guys will be in all of your files all across all platforms. In fact, they're in your files right now without even the mod installed. Having the mod installed actually unhinges that so that you're able to access this. And even if you give the map to someone else, these props will actually still stay there in the game since, they're always registered. And it also adds a bunch more interspecies enrichment, which is always a really awesome thing to have. For example, this interspecies enrichment adds the African bush elephant to have interspecies enrichment with all the other African animals, as well as a bunch of Indian animals having interspecies enrichment with each other. It's just a really great thing to have, guys. Moving on through here, I also have Kai's free build. Kai absolutely hit the nail on the hammer with this, or is it the other way around? I don't really know, but advanced free build is such a wonderful thing to have because it allows you to change up the entire game. It allows you to place paths wherever you want, and even as low as 1 meters. It allows you to change out your paths and kind of have them overlap each other. While this kind of does mess up with guest navigation, it really can help you if you're a player like me who doesn't really use guests in their parks. And it also allows you It also allows you to place paths pretty much anywhere. If you want to have an underwater tunnel, that's perfectly fine. If you want to have fences that, kind of make some different and interesting shapes, that's totally fine as well. But easily one of my favorite things in this mod is the fact that you can have foliage and terrain brushes up to 60 meters. That allows for a lot more advanced terraforming, and allows for a lot more creativity on your end. One of the last mods I have on here, though, is Axie. In case if you don't already know, Axie is a script extender for Planet Zoo, and it essentially allows you to do a lot more different stuff. Well, not you, but it allows modders to do a lot more different stuff. Previously, juveniles were unable to be scaled in Planet Zoo, but with Axie, that is now possible. And we're even looking on having model variations. We're even looking on having different transport rides be able to be operating through Axie. It's just a really awesome mod to have in your game, and it's pretty necessary for a lot more of the newer mods. But that's pretty much it for my list. That's all the necessary ones that I have for my Planet Zoo experience. Do you guys have any that you have for yours? I know some of you like to play with animals all the time. Feel free to comment those down below. But in case if you guys haven't already checked out these 5 mods, I really suggest you guys go check them out. They're incredible. But all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you all in the next video. Take care and have the most wonderful of wonderful days. Bye-bye now.